Yes!
Alright, so let's talk about how some of our Super Eagles players performed over the weekend. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. And we're going to start in the EPL. We're going to start with Leicester taking on Tottenham. Match ended 6-2 in favor of Tottenham. And Leicester City had Wilfred Ndidi starting the match. He played 85 minutes in the game, had 57 touches of the ball, completed 42 out of 49 passes, and that was for 86%. Took 2 shots in the game, but both were off target. Won 1 area out of 3, and he also had 1 interception in the game. Now, Wilfred did have a moment that led to a goal for the opposing side. The third goal for Tottenham, a horrible pass out the back with 3 players around him. The ball was taken right from his feet, and the same player put the ball into the back of the net. I really don't think you can fault them that much on that situation because the pass was just inexplicable. It shouldn't really have been passing to Wilfred Ndidi in that position. And at the end of the day, they lost by 6-2. So somebody is bound to make a mistake when you lose like that. Also on the Leicester side was Kelechi Iheanacho. He played 26 minutes in the match, came in the 74th minute of the game. He had 16 touches of the ball, completed 12 passes out of the 15 he attempted, and that was for 80%. And he also had 2 key passes in the match. Not bad for the limited time he was on the pitch. Not looking good for Kelechi Iheanacho, Wilfred Ndidi, and Leicester City right now. No win in 7 matches in the EPL, just a draw out of the 7, bottom of the log, and from the outside looking in, it seems like a change is needed. Now moving from the bottom team in the EPL to the second from last, and that's Nottingham Forest, who took on Fulham. Nottingham Forest with Taiwo Awoniyi on display. He started the match, played 70 minutes in the contest. The match ended 3-2 in favor of Fulham, and Taiwo Awoniyi had 21 touches of the ball, completed 7 passes out of 8. That's good enough for 88%. Took 2 shots. 1 was on target, which ended up being a goal, a header at the far post, a fine one by Taiwo Awoniyi, and took another one which was off target, another header. Really should have done better with this one. This was right before he got substituted. It was right in front of goal. I really feel he should have put that away for his second goal, but it did not happen. He also won 1 aerial out of 3 and had a clearance in the game. A pretty good performance by Taiwo Awoniyi in my opinion. And also on Nottingham Forest was Dennis Emmanuel. Came into the game at the 88-minute mark and had limited action. Only 3 touches of the ball, and that was that for Dennis Emmanuel against Fulham. Match ended 3-2 in favor of Fulham. Now moving on, Joe Aribo and Southampton took on Aston Villa. The match ended 1-0 in favor of Aston Villa, and Joe Aribo played 45 minutes in that match. Came in right at the start of the second half, had 32 touches of the ball, completed 13 passes out of 19, and that was for 68%. Made 1 key pass in the game, completed 2 dribbles out of the 7 he attempted, 1 tackle out of the 1 he attempted, and 1 clearance in the game. Pretty good appearance by Joe Aribo, even though his team ended up losing. Next, you have Frank Onyeka and Brentford taking on Arsenal. Arsenal trashed Brentford in that game 3-0. Frank Onyeka came into the match at the 63-minute mark, had 16 touches of the ball, had a perfect 11 passes completed out of the 11 he attempted, and 1 tackle in the game. Now, Frank Onyeka has been having a hard time getting in the Brentford first 11 ever since his move from Midtjylland last season. I thought it was going to be a little bit easier this season with Christian Eriksen out of the picture, but it seems to be even harder because Brentford is playing even better this season. Next, we're going to move to the last of the EPL bunch. Alex Iwobi and Everton took on West Ham. The match ended 1-0 for Everton. Alex Iwobi played 90 minutes in that game, and that was his 19th straight start for Everton going back to last season. Ridiculous for Alex Iwobi. Congrats congratulations to him right there. He had 76 touches of the ball, completed 46 passes out of the 56 he attempted, and that was for 82%. Made 2 key passes in the game, and one was for the assist, the game-winning assist. Took 2 shots, which both were off target, and the second shot I saw, and when he took it, it went wide, and the fans started singing, "Oh, Alex Iwobi. Oh, Alex Iwobi." And that's the type of confidence that guy needs, man. I'm telling you, he can reach the moon if you give him that type of confidence. So hopefully the fans keep that up. Alex also had 2 dribbles completed out of the 4 he attempted, 1 tackle out of the 1 he attempted, and 3 clearances in the game. A really good performance for Alex Iwobi. I personally felt like he should have been man of the match, but if he keeps on like he's going right now, he's definitely going to have a whole bunch of those in the nearest future. Moving on, and this time we move to the La Liga, the Spanish top flight. Samuel Chukwueze and Villarreal took on Sevilla. The match ended 1-1, and Samuel Chukwueze started the match and played 59 minutes of it. Had 38 touches of the ball, completed 17 passes out of the 21 he attempted, and that was for 81%. 3 key passes in the game. They really didn't put away the chances he created. Took a shot which was off target. 4 dribbles completed out of 6. 1 aerial 1 out of 1. 3 tackles out of 3, and 1 clearance in the game. If you didn't know what it was, Samuel Chukwueze, a real good effort for 59 minutes. I don't understand why he's playing 59 minutes. This is why I was so excited when the rumors about Everton came up, because I feel like Samuel Chukwueze just needs to fly right now. I know he's getting better at Villarreal. I know he's getting great experience playing in competitions, but he just needs to fly. He just needs to take the next step in development, in my opinion. Moving on, and this time we're going to go to the Italian top flight, the Serie A, and we're going to start with Torino and Ola Aina taking on Sassuolo. Ola Aina played 32 minutes in that match, came into the game at the 58-minute mark. The game ended 1-0 in favor of Sassuolo. Ola Aina had 40 touches of the ball, 17 passes completed out of the 22 he attempted, and that was for 77%. 1 key pass made in the game, 1 dribble completed out of the 4 he attempted, an aerial 1 out of the 1 he went for, 2 tackles out of the 2 he attempted, and 1 clearance in the game. Action-packed performance by Ola Aina. Next, we move to Isaac Success and Udinese taking on Inter Milan. The match ended 3-1 in favor of Udinese. Isaac Success came into that game at the 69-minute mark. He had 14 touches of the ball, completed 3 out of 5 passes, and took 1 shot which was blocked. And that was his performance for the day for Udinese. And we move. Next, we have Ademola Lookman and Atalanta taking on Roma. The match ended 1-0 in favor of Atalanta. Ademola Lookman came into that game at the 74-minute mark, had 12 touches of the ball, 8 passes completed out of the 11 he attempted, and that was for 73%. And he also had 1 dribble completed out of the 1 he attempted, and that was that. And we move. Next, you have Cremonese and Serie taking on Lazio. The match ended 4-0 in favor of Lazio. Serie played 90 minutes in the game, had 31 touches of the ball, completed 14 out of 19 passes for 74%. Took a shot which was off target, and also won 1 aerial out of the 1 he dueled for. Also on show for Cremonese on the day was David Okereke, former under-23 player, played 90 minutes in the game, had 27 touches of the ball, completed 11 out of 16 passes, and that was for 69%. 1 key pass in the game, took 3 shots, 1 was on target, 1 was off, and the other was blocked. Had 5 aerials, 1 out of the 8 he dueled for, and also had 1 interception in the game. Next, we move to the French top flight, the French Ligue 1, the French First Division, and we start with Terry Murphy and Lorient taking on Auxerre. The match ended 3-1 in favor of Terry Murphy's side, Lorient, and he played 73 minutes in the game, had 19 19 touches of the ball, completed 2 out of 8 passes. Not too good. That was for 25%. Had 4 shots in the game, 2 were on target, one of which was a goal for him on the day, and had 2 shots which were off target. Also had 1 dribble completed out of the 1 he attempted, 2 aerials, 1 out of the 3 he went for, and he also took a corner, which is kind of strange for a striker, but he does have a sweet left foot, so maybe that's why the coach just chose for him to go with the corner. But anyways, also on his team on Lorient, you have Innocent Bonke, and he came into the match at the 72-minute mark, had 18 touches of the ball, completed 14 passes out of the 17 attempted for 82%, and that was that. And we moved to Moses Simon and Nantes taking on Lens, and that match ended 0-0. Moses Simon played 87 minutes in the game, 40 touches of the ball, completed 17 out of 21 passes for 81%, 2 key passes made in the game, 2 dribbles completed out of the 6 he attempted, and he took a corner in the game, which was accurate. Next, we're going to move to the German top flight, the German Bundesliga, and we're going to start with Chidera Juke and Hertha Berlin taking on Mainz. The match ended in a 1-1 draw. Chidera Juke had 43 touches of the ball. He completed 19 passes out of the 26 he attempted for 73%. 1 key pass in the game, which was an assist, back-to-back assists right now for Chidera Juke. Took 2 shots, 1 was on target, the other was off, and he also took a corner in the game. Next, you have Kevin Akpoguma and Hoffenheim taking on Freiburg. The match ended 0-0. Kevin Akpoguma played 90 minutes. He was part of a defensive back 3. He had 82 touches of the ball and completed 45 out of 60 passes for 75%. Had 1 key pass in the game, took a shot which was off target, 2 out of 4 aerials, also had 4 tackles completed out of the 70 attempted, 4 clearances and 2 interceptions in the game. A real good performance by Kevin Akpoguma. Next, we move to the Dutch First Division, the Eredivisie, and of course Calvin Bassey was on hand for Ajax as they took on AZ Alkmaar. The match ended 2-1 in favor of AZ, and Calvin Bassey played 90 minutes in the game. He started as a left side central defender, and he had 84 touches of the ball, completed 62 out of 70 passes for 89%, 2 out of 2 aerials won, 3 out of 4 tackles completed, and also 4 clearances and 2 interceptions in the game. A good performance, although his team lost. Now from here we're going to move to Portugal, where Zaidu Sanusi and Porto took on Estoril. The match ended in a 1-1 draw. Zaidu Sanusi played 82 minutes in the game, 54 touches of the ball, completed 33 passes out of the 42 he attempted, and that was for 79%. 2 aerials out of the 3 he went for, and also 1 tackle out of the 1 he attempted, and he also had 2 interceptions. Now moving on to Belgium, and we're going to go to the first division in Belgium, and we're going to start with a player who just got his first call up for the Super Eagles. Raphael Onyedika played 90 minutes for Club Brugge against Standard Liège. The match ended 3-0 in favor of Standard Liège, and Raphael Onyedika had 48 touches of the ball, 31 passes completed out of the 37 he attempted for 84%. 1 key pass made in the game, a dribble completed out of the 1 he attempted, 1 aerial 1 out of the 1 he dueled for, also 3 tackles completed out of the 4 he attempted, and 2 clearances in the game. And we move to Paul Onuachu, who played 80 minutes against Ghent for his club Genk, and Genk won the match by a 1-0. Paul Onuachu, 37 touches of the ball, 19 passes completed out of the 24 he attempted for 79%. 2 key passes made in the game, no shots taken in the game, which kind of is a problem with a striker like Paul Onuachu. Is it that they're not creating the chances, or his movement is not right at the time? Not too sure what that situation is about, but Paul Onuachu also had 1 tackle and 3 clearances in the game. And next and last but not least, we move to Alassane Yusuf and Royal Antwerp taking on RFC Serrain. The match ended 2-1 in favor of Alassane Yusuf and Royal Antwerp. Alassane played 68 minutes in the match. He had 62 touches of the ball, completed 35 passes out of the 47 he attempted for 74%, 2 dribbles completed out of the 2 he attempted, 2 aerials, 1 out of the 4 he dueled for, 4 tackles out of 4, and 2 interceptions in the game. Action-packed performance for Alassane Yusuf. Really thought he was going to be on the Super Eagles list this time around, but I'm sure if he keeps up these type of performances, he will be on the team in the nearest future. So yeah, that was how some of our Super Eagles players performed over the weekend. I might have missed 1 or 2 players. I apologize about that. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.